this. You can drive Uber and you can look at whatever you want on the side. I love
That's
it.
awesome.
I love it.
And you were able to put a Bluetooth mouse to it.
Bluetooth mouse, Bluetooth keyboard. I forgot to take this off because when I'm not driving, I just kind of, I don't know, it's just easier to use a keyboard than to, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. No, I'm a fan. I talk about this phone. I do research on it. I blog about it. I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm looking to get a new phone and I haven't decided what yet.
Here, play with it. This is
like I have the Note I have the Note 10 right now.
If you want to mess with it, it can open up.
Oh, is this the same thing?
It's the older one. It's the last year's model. So I keep that just to edit a little bit but I like this one. This one is just faster.
Do you do art?
I do. I'm
awesome. Is that some of your art flipping there?
Right there, yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
I just I got a new iPad recently, and I started doing a bunch of art, just freehand stuff or whatever. And it's amazing how intuitive those pens have become.
I want to get a pen. A lot of what I do is still old school. I've seen Wacom, and then I know this phone has a pen with it.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't even wear the watch. I can't find my charger, so I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna buy a pen until I understand the phone and the watch.
Yeah, gotcha.
But you know, for drawing, I'll tell you, what's your background? Like, it's a hobby, or are you into graphics and stuff?
So I actually used to be into architectural design. I wanted to be a civil engineer. I ended up becoming a network engineer, and even then I do electrical engineering, so go figure that. But I don't know, like my whole family's artists and shit. And
it's in your blood. Yeah. It's in your blood. Well, I'll tell you what, this phone is not a phone, it's a laptop.
I was gonna say, this is like what's the processor in this thing?
It's fast. Like, I can process videos in the background that are, okay, I'll give you an example. A 10-minute video will process in less than 2-3 minutes. A 30-minute video will take maybe 10 minutes to process. I mean, this is because I'm still driving Uber and doing it in the background.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What's the resolution on those videos?
4K. I can shoot 8K on this one.
So that one shoots 8K?
8K, 24 frames. I like to use the stabilization, which means as I walk, I want the stabilization.
Yeah, you want it to...
So then I lose the 8K. I go down to, I think it's 4K, 60 frames.
Okay.
But I can't confirm that. But between the two, if you just stand still or use a tripod, 8K is phenomenal.
Yeah, 8K is ridiculous.
I shot 8K at night at a music festival. I didn't use a single light. It was all cell phone and natural lighting that the club was showing.
The what do you call it? The lens, or not the lens. The light card on those phones is getting so ridiculous now.
So there's 3 of them, and you know what?
Yeah.
This phone's not even as good as the IMAX 14 that just came out. That camera is even better than this. Meaning, by the time you get this, the next phone that comes out is already 6 months to a year ahead.
Oh yeah, they always are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason I kept my Note 10. I put that right there. Mm-hmm. My Note 10's still got an insane camera on it, and it's got the pen and the processor on it. It's the equivalent of an i5. It's running the I jailbroke it, so it's gingerbread it. But
now, what does that do by jailbreaking? It allows you to put more apps and stuff on it. But
this is a laptop. Like I can mirror my laptop at home.
Oh, because you broke it.
Because I broke it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how to do that. Now, is there a bad side to it? Like, what's the bad side to that?
You can never get any firmware upgrades for the phone.
Firmware is what the once a month.
The OS runs on the actual phone's OS.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't get any updates, but
you don't need to.
I do it all on my own, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. I cannot take credit for jailbreaking it. I actually had a buddy do it, and I was scared at first, and then every month he sends me the upgrades for the gingerbread and all that, and so I'm like, okay.
Oh, he understands
it's basically Linux run, and I wish I knew how to code Linux better, but it's pretty cool. It like, I can be sitting in my office and I'm like, oh, I need something on my laptop at home. I just log in. Yeah, I just log right in.
I like that. I'm not ready to do jailbreak stuff yet, but it's interesting to know. Like, imagine what I could do with this thing broken.
Oh yeah. I mean, the thing is, I don't do like iPhones. I don't like. I just got an iPad because I wanted some of the crap on it, but you can't really do it to any of the Apple products. And if you do it on Apple products, they basically lock up on you.
Makes sense, because look, those guys are all about information and technology, and
proprietary crap.
I mean, they make money by separating Samsung, right?
That's exactly it. Yeah. The irony is in America we think of iPhone as like the dominator of the world, but it's not even the most popular phone in the world. Not even close.
Okay, hold on.
Android is.
Here's the weird thing: 8 out of 10 people have iPhones
in America.
Correct. But I am all for Samsung because I'm a PC guy.
Yeah, I only have an iPhone and an iPad because of work. The iPad I got because of Bluebeam Review, and then I just started screwing around with all the artist stuff because I do a lot of designs for my current company.
What does that mean, designs?
Layout designs for infrastructure that we install.
Gotcha.
So I do a lot of like blueprints, designs, and
now you have to be really precise, right?
No, so these are not structural designs.
Okay.
These are overlay designs. So they're specific to. So a blueprint is already there, and then we are interlaying our network cables, our infrastructure, our hubs, all that stuff.
Oh, the engineering stuff.
Yeah. So I was like, I got tired of like pulling my laptop out, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get an iPad. And at first my company's like, we're not paying for it. And then I did like 5 in a row, and they're like, we'll pay for it. I'm like, just write me a check.
Yeah.
I already bought it.
You're smart, so you're efficient.
Yeah.
So you're good with technology, basically.
Yeah, I'm a total nerd.
Okay, so what are you thinking on your next phone, and when will you get it, and why?
Okay, so I'm gonna put this in a layman term, just to round about it. I'm looking for in my next phone something I can streamline into all my other devices. And unfortunately, I've now got 2 Apple devices, and I'm kind of leaning towards Apple, which pisses me off for my next phone. But I keep staring at that phone in your hand or on your dash right there because I really like that screen.
Well, Apple has to do something different. Otherwise, the Samsung is ahead in technology.
Oh,
yeah.
Leaps and bounds,
Yeah.
but intermingling iPhone and Android is a pain in the ass.
I know, so that's why I just stay all PC, Android.
And I wish my company would, but they got us all iPhones, and now they're going to get us all.
So you need a bridge. You need a bridge. No, you need a bridge between iPhone. Okay, I know what it. Okay, let me think this through.
Well, so there are ways to do it. Like there are ways to integrate it. You can actually now backdoor in Android products in Google, like Google. Although you should use DuckDuckGo, not Google. But anyways, you can backdoor a lot of that stuff now. And I have integrated my current Note 10 with my iProducts, but it's not seamless.
I know what you mean.
And
like
the
there's bugs and
yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
and you have to like baby it. You want to be able to just turn it on and off, and it works.
Yeah, well, essentially, I want to be able to turn on one item and be able to access everything else, which is what I can do with my Android products, but I cannot do it with my Apple products. Or I can only do it with my Apple products, but I can't.
Yeah, Apple to Apple works, Android to Android works,
Exactly.
but between the two, well, that's, if you solve that,
I'd be rich as fuck.
Yeah.
But it'll never happen because
they don't want it to happen.
Well, yeah, of course not. Their OSs are intentional. No, it's I don't know. To be honest, I should do more research into my next phone. I've been so fucking busy. And I'm just kind of waiting for mine to die so I have an excuse to spend $3,000.
Well, I'll tell you, Z Flip and Fold are like 2 good contenders. The S22 will replace your Note 10 for sure.
Yeah, but the S22 lacks. So this is the other big reason I haven't changed, and this is I'm just a huge gripe about this. Android got rid of the expandable memory.
Yeah.
And I'm so pissed about it.
No. Look, it's solved.
My Note 10 is a 2 terabyte.
Look, it's solved right here.
Well, yes, of course, but I don't want to have to carry that around.
But that's what they want you to do. They want you to spend money on accessories, and so the phone is, for example, the phone is $1,800, but all the accessories are another $500, so it's a $2,500 phone.
But that's killing me, man. So my Note 10, I have a 2 terabyte card in it.
Like, the phone is huge, and I need it. I shoot high-res videos of equipment. I shoot photo after I mean, I shoot thousands of photos a week, and I have to be able to. So that's why I love my Note 10 too. I edit it on my phone, and I send it out, and I am able to immediately, like, to a customer, like, okay, I'm gonna need to customize X, Y, and Z for this product that you want us to change. So I'm gonna send this to my guy who works the lathe. He's gonna give me the bracket. I'm gonna send this to my guy that does the 3D printing. He's gonna give me the actual connector, and I'm gonna send this to my guy who's doing the actual cabling, and he's gonna be able to cut and create the cables the way I need them, because we customize 25-pin cables, 6-pin cables, RS-485 cables, USB, HD.
What about Google Drive? Like, put it on the phone to Google Drive.
So we drop it to Google Drive.
Yeah. That's it.
Which is great, and I love putting things on Google Drive, and it's where a lot of the memory goes to. The problem is I like to be able, I end up in the bowels of a lot of places that are
network.
not connected to anything, and your phone actually can't be connected to anything. Like, I end up in a lot of research facilities.
Privacy, yeah.
So I need to be able to access that shit on my phone.
Got it. So you don't want to. Okay. You're right. Yeah.
More often than not, I'm not attached to a network.
No, but here's the problem: is they're getting rid of attached storage on purpose. Everyone got rid of it.
Of course,
Yeah.
the cloud is the ultimate business.
Yeah.
The cloud, and I knew this 10 years ago. The cloud was going to be. That's why I went into. I got a degree for network engineering. Like, I saw it coming, and it is a handicap and a half. They own your information. Like, if you read that shit, they own it. They can use any of it.
But no, that's why you gotta join them. You can't fight it. Like, I use it, and I use it to my advantage.
Of course, and I'm not saying not to use it, but it's just, it boggles my mind, because we work on a lot of proprietary equipment. We work on a lot of research equipment, and so we have I-9 certifications and ISO 6 certifications, which are for the medical field. Everything we have has to go to a shared drive that has to be accessible by every customer we have.
Encryption.
And it's all encrypted. And the problem is if I want to pull something up and I'm not connected to a encrypted network, I can't.
So what about through a VPN?
So that's the problem with certain VPNs. So VPNs cover your mask. You can't access these secure drives with a VPN that's not recognized by whatever customer you're trying to access. It's like a game. It's a joke. I told them we should just all switch to Linux.
Well, it's old though. How long will Linux last?
You know, Linux is old, but Linux keeps evolving. So my brother works. He now works for the Pentagon, and they're changing over all of their embassies to Linux.
Oh, it survived that long? It's that powerful?
Yep. They're all of their servers.
It has to do with viruses and bugs, probably, right?
Yep. That's exactly it. All of their servers are flipping over to Linux.
Yeah, because everything else is so open.
It's crazy. When he told me this project he's leading, because he's leading the project, he goes, we're taking every embassy in the world, and we're dumping all of their servers to Linux servers. I was like, why? He's like, I can't tell you why. He told me. He's like, but
there's too many backdoors in.
There's way too many backdoors. Hell, backdoors is how I got into computers.
You're a hacker?
I am not a hacker, but man, did I have some fun in high school. My brother and I, my older brother, not the one that works for the Pentagon, my one that actually works for the government up north, we both discovered the same backdoor in our high school, just into their land, and we were fucking with everyone's grades.
Oh, this is back in the days, yeah.
Yeah, we got in so much trouble. We didn't know how to cover our tracks.
Yeah, they eventually catch you.
It was
like
breadcrumbs,
yeah.
But I found out that because I did it 3 years after my brother had done it, and that's how they caught me so quick. And then I come to find out my brother had done it. I didn't know he had done it. I didn't know he got in trouble for it. And the school was like, "What the fuck is with you kids?"
Same brother, same
He's
genes.
like, "Your brother did the same thing 3 years ago." I'm like, "Well, don't leave such an easy access point." Literally, I logged in through the library. The library had their drive access accessible through their LAN network in their library.
It was like shared.
Yeah, it was just it was literally shared. The password for it was saved into their own network key.
You know, most people just don't know this stuff.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. That's why every school needs like a security guy now, right?
Oh yeah, it's become. You wouldn't recognize high school today. I've got a couple of nieces that just graduated. And I remember going over there and I'm just like, man, school has changed so much. There's no fun anymore. Everything's on an iPad.
It's Chromebooks, right?
Yeah, Chromebooks, iPads. Depends what school you go to.
Hey, you know what? We're in a big Mother Earth is doing a big change, system change.
Mother Earth is getting penetrated daily for all of our resources, and we're just going to bleed her dry.
No. Look, think of it like this. The planet's always been here. The planet's going to be here after you and I die.
Oh, of course.
We're not doing anything.
I don't mean it's going to die the planet. I mean it's going to die so we can't live on it. Like
we're the fleas. Yeah,
we're gonna irritate it to the point of no return.
I just find it funny. I wonder if it'll happen in our life or in our kids. Because
I think it's our kids who are fucked.
Yeah, the next two generations.
Yeah, I think like I'm 37.
Okay.
I think I will catch the beginning of the the massive downfall.
That's now.
Well, yeah, but I
think it's gonna get worse?
Oh, far worse.
But there's just dips though, right?
So the ebb and flow is natural. That's the natural cycle of the planet. The problem is, I've got an uncle who's a colonel in the Army Corps of Engineers, and he told me that the number one threat to the world has nothing to do with nukes or terrorism.
Climate.
It's not even just climate. It is so there's climate and there's weather patterns, and climate is slow and it's going to kill us all. It's the weather patterns of the jet stream.
Yeah, that's the latest thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Arctic.
Yeah.
The Arctic bulge.
Yeah.
And the Pacific bulge.
Yes.
So what they're freaking out about is the Pacific heat bulge that was, I don't know, it was like 400,000 square miles or whatever. It increased by 60% in the last 10 years. And if it keeps going the way it's going, the Arctic bulge, which keeps the jet stream level in the northern
turbulence, stops the turbulence, the noise. Yeah.
Yeah. That bulge is going to push that jet stream so high that the Arctic bulge is going to shift on the other side of the continent, and our seasons are going to become longer, more drastic, and way worse.
Yeah,
so they're saying, well, it's climate change, but they're saying specifically that like when you would expect a snowstorm with like 2 inches, you're talking that same snowstorm times 100, and it's going to happen more and more and more and more and more, to the point where they're talking about uninhabitable areas basically above like 42 degrees longitude, like something out of a movie. But they're like, it's going to become so
it's going to get colder.
Well, not only colder, but it's also going to swing both ways.
Oh, hot and cold.
It's going to be so drastic that you're not going to be able to grow anything.
Okay.
And it's going to hit the bread.
Hold on. So this is going to hit in our lifetime.
They're saying about 2050 is when it's really, they're like predicting is we're fucked.
So 30 years.
Yeah. I'll be,
So who's fighting for this? It's just the environmentalists.
Nobody. Who are you fighting? Corporations run everything. They're all about short-term profits. They don't give a damn about long-term.
Yeah, you're right.
No. And this isn't even conspiracy there. This is just fact.
This is fact. Yeah.
We live in a publicly traded world where everyone cares about the dollar now, not the breath they take tomorrow. Like they just don't give a shit. And it's
so people are asleep. That's it.
I think it's worse than that. People are willfully ignorant and do not want to hear otherwise. And this isn't even politics. You look at both sides of the frickin' aisle.
It's a religion. Religion confuses people.
Well, don't take me down that path. You might give me a 1 star.
No, I hardly give any stars. It's funny. look, the truth is this: religion and politics divide us, and it's wrong. Any religion and any politician that unites you is the right one, and there isn't one. There's not a single religion that unites you. There's not a single politician that unites you.
It's because they're all tools for power, and they have no one else in mind.
Because their ethics and morals are weak.
Oh, so bad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not anti-spirituality. I am massively anti-conformity of religion because they're just tools for controlling people.
Yeah, but spirituality is the opposite of religion. Spirituality is like, look, it's everyone is okay, you know.
Exactly.
Not just the Muslims, but you gotta love the Jews and the Christians.
You gotta love everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all on this rock stuck here together. None of us are getting out alive.
I don't know. Few have made it out alive. You know that.
Well,
You can't prove it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, there's a few humans out there that know the secrets to this. It's just
well,
you have to figure it out for yourselves, you know?
yeah, but unfortunately, we all have way too clouded minds to figure it out.
The noise.
Yeah, we distract the shit out of ourselves.
Meditation.
I remember the first time I went to Alaska. We were up in Denali.
Mhm.
We were camping, and man, I was looking up at that sky, and I couldn't stop crying. My wife's like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, "You don't see it?" And she's like, "Yeah, they're beautiful." I'm like, "Forget beautiful. Look how fucked we are."
Mm.
I was like, "We don't see any of this, like life. We don't feel it. We don't feel the earth. We don't feel the universe. We don't feel ourselves."
Because we're surviving. We're just trying to like think about it.
Scrounging at it.
Yeah.
Like, the emotional intelligence of the average person is
Zero.
so bad.
Zero.
Like, I did a year-long retreat. It was like a deep dive, and just, man, I never realized how bad I was. I'm swinging back that way. I mean, the corporate rat race has me running it again.
Do you meditate?
I used to. I admittedly have not in years.
My friend, that's the answer.
It really is. My favorite meditation, my favorite way to meditate for the longest time was just blackout room with a candle. Got me.
Single
every
point,
time.
yeah, that always works.
But
Okay, so you know the secret. Just try it again. Look, you got to convince the inner child, right? Because
that's exactly what it is.
inner child likes the separation. It likes the freedom. It likes to be able to, you know, just be in the unknown. When you meditate, I tell you, your whole day goes back into the now, and
Oh God, yes.
yeah, it's just
I don't know. It's one of the. It's. I don't know how to explain this. Other than it scares me because I guess it's because then I look at how much waste I have in my life.
well, it's the healing, right?
Yeah.
Think about it. You're not going to be able to heal unless you meditate, and if you don't meditate, you're not going to heal. It's yin yang.
So much truth in that.
Because look, you go through those layers, and then you come out better. You do it again and again, and you do it the rest of your life. That's our journey.
Yeah, but I feel like I always just fall right back into the same crap.
Okay, do you have a routine? Create a morning routine.
So I've got a routine, but it's very hard to maintain because I'm constantly changing location, time zone, sleep pattern.
No, but like what I mean is like certain things,
Oh yeah.
like for example, walking or stretching or exercise, like certain things you have to have in routine with every day, no matter where you are, what you're doing. Because without a routine, it's impossible to get out of this rat race. And you have to track it. Here's the secret. You have to have a habit tracker because your mind, your ego is what fools you because things, oh yeah, I know, I got it. No, when you track it is when you realize, shit, I haven't meditated for 2 months.
It's probably been 3 years.
See? But it's all good, man. I'm your wake-up call.
The ego is a motherfucker.
The ego's the king. You have to understand, there's nothing we can do. The more you're like, I got it. No, he goes, no, motherfucker, you ain't got it.
No, you don't.
No. I think the secret is we pop in and out. If you can learn to be friends with it, is the secret.
Yeah, I got a friend. She
she's starting a ayahuasca retreat center in Vegas, and she's constantly like, "You just need to get your ass back."
Have you done ayahuasca yet?
I have not done it yet. I'm deathly afraid.
Hold on. Here's the thing. Okay. You don't have to be afraid. It's a lower astral realm and there's a higher astral realm. If you go to the darker stuff, it means that's stuff within you that still needs to healing. But if you don't feel and you don't go through the darker stuff, guess what? You're doing great. Like, some people have phenomenal experiences, meaning what? They get past the fear, and that's your test. Like, it's literally your soul leaving your body, and then if you're afraid, well, guess what? You're going to feel all of that. But if you're not afraid, you see the higher realms.
Well, that's my problem. I am a dark soul lately.
I mean, okay.
I'm just so...
You know this is a secret.
I'm manic. That's the problem.
No, but the secret is your food. Like, change your food for a week, meditate for a week, and then go into ayahuasca.
Yeah,
she
was telling me about that. Because so she's actually a chef, and her role in the retreat they're creating, basically they're creating like a religion. Not really, but so that they can actually perform the ceremonies.
I know, you got to do the legal stuff.
Yeah, they do the legal stuff. Her side of the business, she's doing all of the dietary recommendations. They're putting people on 2-week dietary recommendations prior to all ceremonies.
I agree. That's a minimum.
Yeah.
But that's actually forcing you to be ready. Otherwise, you know what? It's a fun ride. But I'll tell you, I got lucky. I didn't do ayahuasca. I did mushrooms. I did 1 or 2
Turn left here.
I did 1 or 2 sessions, and I'll tell you.
Microdosing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So mushrooms and I have a very interesting past. I've done mushrooms about a dozen times, and only once have I ever actually had any real meaningful experience. Every other time, I don't know if it was my body reacting or not reacting.
What's the dose? How much were you taking?
Honestly, off the top of my head, I don't know.
Like a gram or 3 grams? 3.5 is normal. 0.5 is like a microdose. So either you're microdosing or you took like a handful.
So we were doing, because we weren't technical about it.
Like 3 stems?
Yeah, we were doing them in groups, because I was doing them with the same group. So we were doing 3 and then 2 a half hour later stem.
Oh, you did a heavy dose. Yeah, it should have hit you.
It didn't though. I kid you not, I was pissed. Because
were
everyone
you
around
drinking
me was,
alcohol or doing weed? Nothing?
I was...
Okay, I got it. Orange juice. You need orange juice.
So we did vitamin C.
You did all of that?
Yeah, we did the vitamin C trick.
Okay.
We did the empty stomach
My
trick.
friend, your body is beyond. Your energy is at a higher level. It doesn't affect you anymore. You're beyond it.
I mean,
it's a good news.
Literally nothing. Like, I was so mad. I mean, the one time it affected me, I think I took like 12 caps.
Maybe your tolerance is high. You need a lot more dose. Okay, have you heard of Paul Stamos or somebody?
The name is mildly familiar.
This guy on Google talks about mushrooms, and he took like 15 or 20 grams, and he was gone. Grams. He took a bag.
Dude, I had a buddy named Trevor who did that, and he was gone for like a week.
Yeah, so he was gone, but he fixed his stuttering, and he healed himself.
Really? He got rid of a stutter with it?
Yeah. He talks about it on Google.
Wow.
Paul Stamos or Stagamus or something. Just Google mushrooms and the guy who healed stuttering, and he's all over the place.
Yeah, I think I just need to go straight for ayahuasca. My friend swears by it. She does one every like 6 months. She does
it works, man. I'm telling you, it works. I haven't done it, but it works. 100% it works. I can't do it because I can't afford it. So I just do meditation yoga.
Is it expensive?
Well, to do a retreat like that I was researching is at least $1,500.
Okay, yeah.
And you got to go away for the weekend and your time. And you're not driving Uber, so I lose another 15.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you got to make your money.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey, brother. Nice talking, man.
Good talking. Be safe out there.
You have stuff in the back, right?
Nope,
no, you don't.
backpack.
Oh, easy ride.
They lost my bags.
Oh, yeah. That's when we started talking.
I'm gonna go see my my bed for the first time in 2 weeks.
God bless you. Enjoy.
Have a good one, man. Be safe out there.
Yes, sir. Bye bye.